Good afternoon, beekeepers and bee enthusiasts. How you doing? It's another great day at the farm, and it is a summer day out here. Pretty hot. You can hear lots of bugs in the background, of course. And anyway, we just thought we'd come at you with a new video today. And what we want to talk about is, let's say you don't really know anything about beekeeping or natural beekeeping, and you really want to get started in natural beekeeping. What are some basic steps, like really basic steps that you need to get into so that you can be successful as a beekeeper? And it's going to be an interesting video. We're going to try to bring up some really good points. And without further ado, let's break right into it. So if we want to get into the basics of becoming natural beekeepers, first off, we have to educate ourselves. Now, I say it all the time. This book, written by Fedor Lazutin and co-written by Dr. Leah Sharashkin, is an excellent read on all things natural beekeeping. It's an easy read. I don't read as much as I'd like to, but I was glued to this book from the beginning to the end. It is a great book, and if you really are serious about getting involved in the beekeeping, this is something you got to get into, okay? Because it's a really good source for natural beekeeping information. Now, if you're looking for other sources of ways to educate yourself, I would say check out some of our videos. We have a really good playlist called Analyzing the Natural Beekeeping Central Commandments. And in that video, or in those videos, you can basically see all of our techniques for keeping bees. And then in a lot of our other videos, you see us just handling bees. And we try to give you advice while we're handling the bees, so you have good information about how you should, keep bees, if you're looking to kind of do it the natural style that we're doing, So yeah. Okay, so you've educated yourself. You've got a good understanding of the basics as far as the information you received from a book, or maybe you watch some videos, and now you're actually ready to keep some bees. So what I would tell you to do is, of course, with natural beekeeping, we don't purchase bees. We don't purchase bees in boxes and stuff and put them in hives. We catch swarms. So we put swarm hives up in trees. We have many of them all around our property. And we keep bees that way, or we catch bees that way. And it saves us a lot of money because, if you purchase bees, they're probably going to run you about $200, maybe more with inflation. But in any case, we catch bees. So what you have to do is you have to look at that and say, okay, in order to catch bees, what I need to do, I know this because I checked out the book, but I actually need to put swarm hives in locations to actually catch bees. And in most locations, you can catch bees. Some areas are easier to catch bees than other areas, but in just almost all locations, or many locations, you can definitely catch bees. So you need to get started in getting your swarm hives ready, or some people call them swarm traps, and putting them in the trees so you can catch some bees. And what you'll basically do is you'll keep them for, I recommend 3 to 4 weeks in a swarm hive. And then after you've kept them for that long, then that's when you move them to a main hive. And we'll get into that right now. Okay, so once you've got to the point where you've actually caught some bees in a swarm hive, then now it's actually time to move them into a main hive, if that's what you want to do. If you just want to keep them as an observation hive, that's totally up to you. But we try to move our bees into main hives, and they provide pretty solid homes for them. So how do you get these main hives? Well, the best source I can recommend for you is horizontalhive.com, made by Dr. Leah Sharashkin, and he owns the site, and he basically has free plans for how to build your own hives, and we've used his plans to build our hives. And beside that, if you can't construct the hives, he will actually sell you hives that his family constructs, and they're solid hives. They're really well made. I think we're about to order some here soon, but they're really good hives. And yeah, you should definitely look into that. So yeah, basically educating yourself, catching swarms, and housing those bees in main hives. Those are the basics of natural beekeeping. Now, I'm not going to get into all the tidbits about everything we do in this video, because honestly, you can find all that information in all of our videos, from us catching swarms to us basically housing them, and yeah, just showing our techniques that we use throughout the year, even extracting honey. So in any case, we hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, we'll see you soon.